film because he's right behind the goal. What is it with these idiots that don't answer their phone? He'll phone back once we've started. I think Casco will have his phone.
That's going to kick off.
17, 16. I can't get him, David, to tell him we're not doing it. Sounds on. Sounds on. Good afternoon, welcome down to Home Park. We are watching Bankies TV. Today, PDM Bull-Based West of Scotland television match between Clydebank and Rossvale. Sorry about a few technical issues getting on air. Apologies if you heard some choice language. We'll start once again. We do have some more sad news this week. The passing of UCS Trust member Joe McAleer, a well-known face around the town. And a season ticket holder as well as a trust member. Our thoughts with the McAleer family this week. We're also standing here at the passing of a former Bankie star of the 70s, Ward White, who passed away yesterday. Just over 50 times he appeared in the Bankie's jersey. And finally, our thoughts also to Sean and Anthony Higgins, both ex-Clydebank players, now with Rossvale, and the passing of their father last week. Our thoughts to follow those. The tragedy recently. Delighted to say I'm once again joined the commentary position. Today my face many of you will know well. Another lifelong Bankie supporter. He's a former director and fundraising champion. a mainstay of both the CFC and UCS Clydebank supporters teams of the years. That was his best man. Little Susan are still going strong like a well-powered windmill. A warm welcome to David Harkin.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks for that warm introduction. Hello, everybody, and to say hope that everyone enjoys the game today. It's great to be here as part of Bankies TV for commentary in this game. I would also like just to echo your thoughts and send my condolences to the McAleers and the White family as well.
We've not put you on the spot with this to Ken a few weeks ago. What do you know about Rossvale?
Yeah, well, as I say, when they've come a long way since they started out. As I say, Indy can remember the first game we played in the Scottish Cup back in 2011. It finished 9-2 at Clydebank. But as I say, they've come on leaps and bounds. They're more than holding their own in the Premier Division, and they're a very, very useful outfit with some dangerous players.
In fact, that 9-2 game, I think a certain Kevin Stanley played in that, another former teammate.
He did. Kevin, I think he was just in his 40s back then, so he was just a boy. So, but the fact that he's still playing amateur football at this level shows testament to the fitness of the guys.
He's doing very well. Today's match is sponsored by FC Roofing and Cladding of Renfrew. They stepped in at the last minute, very kindly agreed to sponsor the game. Our thoughts with them, thank you very much. The match ball is sponsored by Dave and Elaine, the Bolton Bankies. Brilliant for their sponsorship as well. If you are interested in sponsoring something at some point, please do get in touch. There's plenty of details out there. You might have seen that I did tweet once or twice during the week as we tried to get some sponsorship on the go. Next match is against Cumbernauld United here in 10 days' time. We do have opportunities for the Cumbernauld United game in terms of match sponsorship, so please do get in touch. If this is something that interests you, we can showcase your company. David, you've sponsored the game before. What was the experience like?
It's a fantastic day. You're well looked after from the moment you get here. Your glass is never empty, so you're kept going, and as I say, the hospitality afforded to you by the club is second to none, so it's well worth it and a most enjoyable day. So hopefully the sponsors that we've had so far, they will get the opportunity post-COVID to experience the Bankies hospitality for themselves.
That is the plan, yeah. That has sponsored a game. We've had Innovation 4 in Scotland, did the first game here, today's game. We will get the sponsors down for their hospitality day out, so please do get in touch if that's something that would interest you. As always, Bankies TV is sponsored by Colac and Gow and the Mad Bush Bar. Our thanks to them for providing the funding and the gantry here to keep us going. We are obviously no game to talk about last week, which is a bit of a disappointment. We were looking forward to going down to Darvel. We can review the recent Rutherglen win. We'll look over that. Resounding 4-0 win.
So, but we got the early goal and we were able to then build on that, and to say 4-0 in the end up, I would say, with the second half performance didn't flatter us at all.
I think in the end up it could have been 5 or 6. You know, the chances were there. It's good to see that as the game goes on, we start looking very confident. Once we get ourselves in front, a lot of patient football, but good football, and ultimately goals.
I was impressed with the fitness levels as well. The squad, it looks as if they could have kept going, and as I say, and especially the last 20 minutes or so, we were still looking for more. We were hungry for more. It's good to see the centre halves even getting in the scoring act. I thought, as I say, big Matt Niven was outstanding, and he got the goal that his performance merited.
I think one of the bright things, we tried to talk about this a few weeks ago, but we had audio problems. Kieran Mulcahy
I've been very impressed with Kieran in his early performances.
We can look over Kieran here, his opening goal over at Cumbernauld against Rob Roy, where he started and finished the move. So showing both sides of his game, defending in the box, clears a corner, a couple of minutes later, it's at the other end. Great cross for Ocean and header, 2-0.
You look at him, as I say, he's immense in the air. His hold-up play as well for a centre forward. As I say, it's what we're really looking for in there. It's good. It lets the guys get forward for midfield and give that support. And
then that instinctive finish against St Roch's in the friendly the other night. I don't know if he knew what foot he was going to hit it with. Jamie Darroch certainly makes reference to that in the celebration. But it's good to see Cairn stepping up a wee bit and start to prove his worth to the team.
Definitely. As I say, hopefully he can build on that. So he get himself in amongst the goals this season. And also, as I say, he's there to supply them as well. So
I think we can look over today's fixtures. Sorry, table. The table today. We can look at today's table, not the fixtures.
They get their first win last week, so they've got a wee bit of momentum there now. And as I say, they'll be looking to build on that victory for last week as well. So, but if the Bankies play it the way we know they can, then we should be good.
That's what we're playing football the way we've been playing this season. You can't see pie a home win, but in this league, everybody's showing that they can take something off each other.
Definitely, as I say, there's not one team that's, although you're running away, we're not running away with it, but we're unbeaten at the minute. It's a couple of games changes that, and the league is very tight ourselves, Coon, Darvel, all on amongst it, so even co-winning, they're up there as well.
So we will now look over today's teams. They've just landed with us. I think it's the same 11 for Clydebank, if I noted that down right. Just looking for producer Dave to give us a thumbs up. So Bankies remain unchanged. And Rossvale unchanged as well from their win last week. A couple of changes on the bench apparently. Trusting Davy Brockett on that one. So Bankies, they line up. Jamie Donnelly, Ben Cameron, Matt Niven, Matt McLean, Ocean McHugh, Fraser Johnson, captain goals, Nicky Little, number 9. And I can't see what I've written. Joe Slattery. I don't even know if that's the right team. I'm having a wee look here. Why is he written down number 9? Sack a DJ. Teams are in front of you. If you can't see them, you better have a word with somebody else. I'm making a no hunt of this afternoon.
I've changed Nicky back into 10 for you, mate. You're alright.
Thanks for that, David. Can't read my own writing. So there you go, there's the teams in front of you. We'll just edit that last few minutes out. We will move on. We do have some good news. I'm afraid that your view this afternoon may be slightly impeded. That is because the good news is that the work has started on the enclosure. So the perimeter walls of the old enclosure area have been demolished. We've got a fence in for safety reasons along the front there. So you can probably see more of the park than what you could at the last game because it's a see-through fence. But the good news is that work has started on the perimeter fence, removing the perimeter fence and putting the roof up. So another positive step, Dave.
It is indeed. So as I say, it'll be good to get the cover in place. David Monroe will be happy that we've started as well. So he's always inquiring after the progress of it. So it's good to see that we've now got the go-ahead that things are moving sharply, so we should be able to get the cover in place quite soon.
Just
hopefully we can get fans back in as well.
Well, that'd be good. Once the fans are in, and we can start using it. There will be more updates in the coming weeks over work going on at the ground and the SFA licensing application form and the process behind that. The teams just gathering, should be getting underway in just a few minutes' time. Your message there from Cobow Ace, thanks very much for that. You are correct. Apologies, we do have some audio issues. We've got a bit of water leaking in through the gantry roof. There is a hole. I don't know if you noticed, with a wee shower prior to coming on air, so it has caused a few problems. Hopefully your hearing is all fine now.
The great Scottish weather, eh?
The
sun's back out splitting the trees.
You can't bank on it. Match officials are making their way out. Ryan Kennedy is the referee today. He's assisted by Scott Bunting and Jamie Wilkie. He's now calling teams in. Bankies in the all white. Rossvale in the yellow and red hoops, red shorts, red socks. As with our last game, we will run the man of the match competition once again. So if you do tweet Bankies TV, we'll take all your entries in, and once the sponsor has communicated their man of the match, somebody will be winning a voucher for the club shop. Again, Colin Cameron was our winner last time out, thanks to Nicky Little's award.
He done no too bad that day after being a tenner down with Niven and McLean goals. So
well, the sponsor of goal took in a few quid, that's for sure, and it was good to see. I think we do have a few folk who have got money on a 5-goal win, so when that penalty wasn't awarded in the dying seconds, I think there was a big sigh of relief, certainly around some parts of Clydebank. Well, Rossvale will kick off. Bankies attacking the town centre. PDM Billbase. Premier Division match sponsored by FC Roofing and Cladding, now underway. Rossvale off the attack. They have a throw in approximately edge of the area on the right hand side. Will be taken by Robbie Torrance. Rolls into Paul Brennan. He can't win anything, goes for a Bankies throw in. Matt McLean lines himself up to take this. Harky, a few ex-Bankies in the Rossvale squad, only Ross Alexander in the centre midfield for today.
Young Ross, as I say, I thought he was very, very unfortunate at his time with the Bankies. It was a hard midfield to try and force his way into. As I say, he went on loan to Rossvale last season, got the minutes in, and he's obviously done something there that Davy Gormley and Sean Higgins have liked. As I say, they signed him on a permanent deal, so it's good to see young Ross getting a few minutes under his belt. As I say, a very, very talented young player. It's good to see him playing, but it's also, again, testament to the academy prospect that we've got now. The work that the academy have done with players like young Ross, absolutely phenomenal, and they just keep bringing them off the conveyor belts. It's good for the club.
Still some water ingress into the gantry area here, sorry about this. Rossvale free kick wide on the left, just by the Clydebank technical area. Alexander takes it short. Ross Urquhart, the skipper, launches into the box. Cleared by McHugh. Ball comes straight back into McHugh. Looks up. Rossvale win it. Into Alexander, free kick, Clydebank. Alexander with the foul. Couple of yards into the Rossvale half.
Well read by Nicky there, just to get in front of him.
If you go in there and be brave, you know that the chances are that you're getting a free kick.
That's it. You could be taking a dull one.
McHugh restarts play. McLean across to Matt Niven. All the way to Cameron on the right. He skips inside, back to Niven. Gets fortunate with the miss hit to McLean. McHugh looks up, skips by Kyle Pryor. Back to Niven. Niven launches it for Mulcahy up that right hand channel. He gives chase, goes for a throw in.
Unfortunately, just skipping off the surface there. That wee shower of rain just before the game has just helped that.
Just gave the surface a wee zip. Few messages starting to roll in on the old Twitter. There's a big shout out to Robin the Baldy Boozer. On the Bankies, best team in Europe. That was Lee Cunningham. We're going to go 6 inside. That's another free kick against Alexander, edge of the box. He'll be picking up
Looks as if it could be a wee
a
card here.
yellow card. 4 minutes played. Ross Alexander goes into the book.
A dangerous position as well.
And McGonigal will fancy his chances for this sort of range. Lee Gallagher joins the wall. David Monroe has tweeted, he too right, I'm happy. That's good to hear, David. There's McGonigal. Comes off the wall. Corner kick from the right hand side.
We're always glad that Davey's happy. Davey's a happy kind of guy.
Always happy. Formed the internet army and still it goes strong. There's the internet bringing him live footage. Who'd have thought it? Want to go with a corner from right hand side. His back post. Looks for Niven. Niven gets the header. Defender clears it. Niven wins the second ball. Cleared again. Back in from Johnson. Little McGrath battle. Phil get it away. It's back to Alexander. It's a poor headed back pass. It's Gallagher. And it's 1-0 Clydebank. Lee Gallagher picks up the loose ball. 5 minutes in. Ross Alexander unfortunate with a headed pass back. 1-0 Bankies.
Lee done well to read that there. He could see what Ross's intentions were and just read it, just nipped in. And it was a calm finish as well. 1-0.
I think after us talking about all that positive football we played, that came for just kicked it anywhere.
They got a wee bit of good fortune, but like I say, it's the reading of the game there that helped that one.
But we'll take that. Lee Gallagher gets Bankies in front. Just signed there on eve of the season from Glenafton. So Davy Smith will have enjoyed that one. It's Lee's second goal of the season. Mad Bush Bar just praising the addition of a clock. Thanks for that. We'll try to read as many messages as I can, but it's been a very high on the interactions. Much appreciated.
You did say clock there, yeah?
Did say clock, yes.
Just checking.
Yes. Bangs it off again. Gallery's fine. Mackay tries to set Slattery off. Defender reads it. The Clydebank throw in just in front of the Vale technical area.
Just on the subject to the Mad Bush Bar, hopefully get a wee visit there again soon. Some quality ales on display.
Always open. Always open. Vale clear. Pryor picks it up. Looks to get on the attack. Nicky Little hassles, gives away the free kick. Big shout out to the Rocks clan up in Dundee once again. Take it, Brian's been on a night shift, he's just up.
Looks as if one of the backroom team is getting a bit of a lecture there from Mr. Kennedy. Must have disagreed with the free kick there.
Looks like Gary McMenamin.
Again?
He's picked up a card. Mr. Forbes can't believe it. Can't believe it because it's no him.
Hope Kirky gets the fine book out there.
Scottish footy cards are saying they heard there was a clamour at a club shop for the new Cobow Dreams book by Hamish McDonald. That's correct. It was very, very busy. We'll be looking forward for the rest of them. The referee's gone back over. He's been summoned by his assistant. I think somebody else has had something to say. And the book's coming out again. And it's a second card. It looks like
For Gary.
Gary McMenamin has now been ordered off.
Obviously must have said something to Mr Bunton, the assistant there, when they get back to the technical area.
Something's been said, but Gary's he's taking a place up in the terracing. So he's been removed about 5 yards. Gordon Moffat's now been shown a red card. This is getting out of hand. So Gary McMenamin and Gordon Moffat both sent off, and we've played 8.5 minutes. Merry Christmas, there's a couple of cards, lads.
Indeed. Now we'll get Kirky as a responsible adult in the dugout.
Vale get the game back underway finally. You go high, Donnelly picks that one up, that's easy for him. Just thank everybody that did message in about the sound problem we were having, it's appreciated, thank you very much. If I knew what I pressed, Andy, I would keep it, but I don't know, but it worked, but thanks again. Anyway, Banky's back underway, Mark McLean. That's a great run by McGonigal. He didn't look off, I thought.
I didn't think he was off. I thought he timed the run quite nicely there, but
look, Mulcahy would have been in an offside position, but that's what happens when you're too fast.
too fast for us anyway.
And Craig Gordon in goal for Rossvale. Goes long down the middle. Banky's won it again. Little finds Slattery. Banky's are on the attack. Pulls it wide to McGonigal. Tries to be direct. Advantage applied. Little finds McHugh over on the left. Looks for options. It was a half an option there. Puts McLean in a bit of danger.
Indeed, Big Matty done well there. Just safety first at the park. Reorganise and regroup.
Rossvale with the throw in just inside their own half. Robbie Torrance will take once again this right hand side. Fraser Johnson wins the first ball there. Ben Cameron the second. Little knocks on, McGonigal clears. Mulcahy can't bring it down, but a pressure applied to him. McGrath goes long. McLean wins again. Slattery. McGonigal looks for Mulcahy. Peter Bradley wins it. Alexander goes back this time, reaches the goalkeeper. Gordon goes long, looks for Paul Brennan. McLean wins once again. Back with Fraser Johnson. Alexander paying close attention. Cameron back to Niven. Over to McLean. Clydebank just keep the ball. Patient football.
That's it, we've got the lead, so just keep the ball, knock it about.
That's a great
And
ball
then
from
just look
McLean.
to
Finds McGonigal, plays a 1-2 with Little, skips inside. Looks for the cutback. Penalty shout, nothing in it for me. Vale clear. Niven, lovely touch, finds McHugh. Comes wide to Lee Gallagher. Looks to flick him round, can't get there. Again, advantage applied. Gallagher, Mulcahy. That looked like a foul on Nicky Little, but nothing given. Ocean McHugh with a speculative effort in the end.
He's come out and he's tried it, not come off this time, but I say the referee's tried to play the advantage the first time there. But he definitely did catch him.
Remember, if you are watching at home, you are enjoying, and you're in a position to do so, you can use our donate a ticket option. All money from donate a ticket does come to the club. It's been a great source of income through very trying times. It's a Clydebank throw in. McLean takes it quickly, looks for Mulcahy. It's a long throw. Gets the better of McGrath. Good first touch. Looks to feed in Nicky Little. Don't worry, I was paid for that one.
Thought that was a Sunday name though.
Vale clear, switch sides. Comes McGrath over to Torrance. He goes back to Gordon. Once again goes long. Alexander goes up. Slattery wins it. Finds Johnson. to Gallagher. Goes inside to Kieran Mulcahy. Just can't get it fully under control. Johnson battles.
Good battle in there by Fraser.
With Bradley.
And wins the free kick
wins
as
the
well.
free kick. Johnson takes, looks for McGonigal. It's just too close to the goalkeeper.
Just a wee bit hasty there. I can see what he was trying to do, but just unfortunately didn't come off.
Good bit of quick thinking. Fell back and play. Gordon goes to McGrath. He goes back to his goalkeeper. Flicks it out to the left hand side. Back with Peter Bradley. He goes long. Takes a nick off McGonigal. We're throwing to Vale around the halfway line. Ball goes to Brennan. Comes back. We'll just keep the ball. McGrath moves forward. Looks for Brennan. That'll go through to Donnelly. Gives Bankies a chance to regroup.
Indeed, yeah. Good talking again there by Jamie. Just gets himself a wee touch of the ball.
Donnelly gives to McLean, to McHugh, back to McLean. To Niven on the right hand side. He looks for McGonigal, gets a bit of fortune as he goes to Slattery. McGonigal's ball's loose, Torrance picks up, comes forward, he finds Pryor on the outside. He goes by McHugh. Ball comes in, knocked down, good block for Fraser Johnson.
Well done again, Fraser Johnson there, just stood his ground.
Bankies
Just
are
timed
off
the
with
challenge.
Slattery. Gallagher away up the left hand side. Looks for Mulcahy, just in front of him. Once again, keeper comes out, confidently catches.
Another great ball in there by Lee Gallagher. That's what your strikers are looking for to attack.
I think it goes back to him. We talked about this a lot the last time. Was Fraser Johnson's battling qualities in his own box.
Outstanding, like I say there, he just stood his ground, didn't dive in, just timed the challenge perfectly.
Torrance passes loose. Bankies pick it up. Little goes to Cameron. Back to Little. Just outside the centre circle. Switches play for Gallagher. It's just too much. Rossvale throw in 20 yards from the goal line. Torrance will take once again. Brennan no option. McHugh nips in front, concedes another throw.
It's good to see young Ocean getting an extended run in the team. As I say, he's a quality young player, somebody I've actually known for quite a while, through his days at Kilpatrick as well, through his early days. And again, he's always been that quality player, and just shows you how well off we are in the left back position.
I think you look at both fullbacks, you know, again, we keep talking about it, but coming through the academy and showing the work that Paul, Scott, Cod and the guys are doing there.
Indeed.
That's £5 Cod owes me for that shout out. Well, free kick against Little for handball. McGrath and Gordon arguing about who's going to take it. McGrath goes long. No target. Johnson wins the header. Probably had a bit more time. Gallagher chases it down, keeps it in. Ross Alexander hooks it for the throw in. Clydebank throw in just inside their own half. The referee is now going to speak to Gordon Moffat because the crowd have told him to.
Nobody likes a
Gordon
grassy.
Moffat now been asked to move. Of course, can't go into the dressing room because the dressing rooms are out of bounds, so only has to be a certain distance from the field of play at the moment.
It's the same if our players to get a red card. Normally they would go straight to the dressing room, but they just need to be at an area of the ground where they're far enough away from the dugout.
30 metres is the recommended for the recent guidance that came out. 30 metres for the technical areas. Stuart Monroe's asking, where is the Mad Bush bar? Stuart, I'll be in touch with you later on and I will pinpoint it for you very shortly. Looks like we're going to be able to get underway again now that Gordon Moffat and Gary McMenamin have now moved the recommended 30 metres. McHugh takes a throw in. Mulcahy wins again. Gonigal hooks it. Puts a bit of pressure on Bradley. See up and under. McHugh wins the ball. Lands into the feet of a Rossvale player. Captain Ross Urquhart finds Kyle Pryor over here on the right hand side. Plays diagonal ball.
It's a wee bit too much
Just
on it.
over carries, goes above Connor Bradley, and that'll be a throw in to Clydebank.
We're getting a bit farcical here. Although they're far away enough away, they're now being told to move a wee bit further back. So I don't know where else they're going to go, if I'm being honest with you.
It's a bit disappointing because the referee was quite happy for the game to proceed the way it was until somebody in the crowd, or the committee, sorry, there's no crowd, the Rossvale committee pointed out that they were still coaching. It's a bit childish. Niven picks it up, finds Slattery. Comes inside. Ben Cameron. A wee foul on the back there. The referee will apply the advantage. Mikey McWilliams a bit late on Ben Cameron.
I'll be interested to see if he gets back in his word with Mikey after that one.
He'll pick it up. Kyle Pryor finds Torrance over on the right hand side. Pryor gives him the option in front. He goes inside to Bradley. McLean wins it quite easily. Torrance wins it back from McGonigal. Again moves up the right hand side. Pryor tries to win the corner. Good defending from McHugh. Hooks it, finds Gallagher. Lack of options for Gallagher. He turns. He's a bit loose with the pass there. Goes out for a throw in. And the referee does indeed go back and speak to McWilliams for the tackle on Cameron. Phil coming forward, McGrath, edge of the Clydebank area, puts in a cross, comes off McLean, and a great save from Jamie Donnelly.
Rossvale just getting a break of the ball there with a wee deflection, but say Donnelly again's read that well and put it behind for a corner.
Read it well, down low, to his left hand side. Kyle Pryor read it well, he got on the end of it, first one to react. Quite easily could have been 1-1.
Could have been. Say, bit of defending for Clydebank to do now, so if we could just Jimmy getting them organised in the box here.
Rossvale corner here on the right hand side. Just over 21 minutes on the clock. Donnelly punchy clear. McGonigal knocks it on. Lee Gallagher comes across. Torrance stronger, wins it. Great tackle from Johnson. Beats Connor Bradley and cleans up. Launches forward. Williams picks it up in the left back position for Vale. Goes back to the goalkeeper, Craig Gordon. Recently back in the Scotland squad. There's a shot in the ball. Mulcahy picks it up. We're going to go into the penalty area. Lack of support. Looks to get to the corner. Surely a free kick.
Yep, free kick given.
Not sure the assistant seemed to flag for a goal kick, but thankfully Ryan Kennedy steps in and awards the Clydebank free kick.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say it's a free kick he was given.
Good bit of pressure there. Peter Bradley didn't look too comfortable taking the ball to feet.
Yeah, I think if that's happened actually a couple of times, and as I say, Kieran Mulcahy's been right onto that and putting him under pressure, making him think about what he's having to do.
Big shout out to the troops in Whitecrook. Colin, Davey, Alfie, Steph are all watching from various vantage points.
Glad to hear it. Hope the boys are enjoying the game. Hope young Alfie's getting excited about Santa coming.
Thanks for that message, Lee Cunningham. That'll not be getting read out. It's appreciated. Kyle Pryor beats McHugh in the air, finds Brennan. Mark McLean wins it from him again. Big tackle there from Johnson. Referee allows play to continue, comes off Brennan's head. Back to Pryor, back with Clydebank. Mark McLean. Bit of a battle going on with Big Matt and Paul Brennan, sorry, up front.
Aye, Big Matt seems to be handling him quite well, so hopefully he just keeps that going. I say I've been very impressed with Matt at the back. So
the Mats. Fell on the attack. Good battling from Nicky Little, chases it back. McLean goes across again.
Well read again.
Concedes the throw in front of Brennan. Just renamed him, it's awfully good of me. Graham Latimer's running a book, and if any other coaching staff will be joining the terracing crew.
I think we'll be alright there. I'd say, as I say, we've got 2 sensible heads in the dugout now, so we should be fine.
They'll go forward. Comes off McHugh. Slattery tries to clear. Cameron turns, concedes the throw in.
Again, Cam defending with young Ben there, just lets the ball run across him, plays it up, lets the Bankies clear their lines and get organised again.
Don Ravy's asking if that's Caskey in charge now, as a responsible adult. Vale in possession, edge of Bankies box. Little looks to clear, strikes the referee, regains possession, goes long. Mulcahy chases it down. Bradley sees it back. His goalkeeper. Kyle Pryor the target. Good battling from McHugh, wins it, finds Gallagher into Johnson. Looks up, is back to Niven. Finds McLean, McLean looks for the diagonal. Good run by Cameron. Well spotted, the Vale fullback. Clydebank throw in, halfway. Little takes quick, finds Niven. Just a little McLean, McHugh. Banky's notching up the passes. Goes back to Niven. Finds Cameron inside to McGonigal. Goes back to McLean. Over to McHugh, goes back to McLean. Wind picks up here at home park. McLean goes long, looks for Gallagher, just can't get the first touch. Inches away for the perfect pass.
It was a great spot by Big Matt there. As I say, Lee Gallagher made a great run down the left hand side there, just unfortunately couldn't get on the end of it.
Another couple of hellos coming in. Davy Flanagan, big hello, Davy, down there in South Shields. Billy Carthew watching in Bodmin, down in Cornwall.
Hope he's enjoying the game, lads.
Always good to have these messages coming in from other parts of the world.
It's great to see.
If you are watching at home, send us a wee picture. Just for my personal collection, of course. Good battling. Clydebank again, Gallagher, McHugh. Get it clear to Mulcahy. Alexander Stronger gets a touch. Rossvale just can't find anything in that final third at the moment, Dave.
They can't. They're being marshalled well at the back of the Bankies there, so long may that continue.
Slattery goes up the left hand side, cuts inside, plays it behind Mulcahy. By Rossvale, throw in on the far side. We've now played 27.5 minutes. You all know that because you've got a clock. Well done to Davy Brockett, he's been working hard. I work him hard every day with my requests for what we need to get on here, and then I turn up and ruin it. Little 10 yards for the box to Gallagher, strikes it, comes off. Vale defender, it's over on the far side, flag goes up, didn't look much in that. Free kick against Mulcahy.
No, not much. The assistant's obviously seen something there, gave the free kick, and Rossvale get it back underway.
If you don't know where Codwall is, it's just beside Millwall. Little takes a throw in, changes his mind, leaves it for Cameron over on the right hand side, 5 yards from the edge of the penalty area. Goes to Little, back to Cameron's feet, into Johnson, back to Cameron, Banky's forced back to the halfway line. McLean in the centre circle, finds the feet of Gallagher, cushions it, finds Little. Little's passes behind McHugh, picks it up and halfway, goes back as the rain comes down here at home park once again. Niven goes forward, finds Slattery to Cameron, back to Slattery. There's a 1-2 with Gallagher. Slattery still moves forward. On the right hand side, it's McGonigal on the far touchline, heads for the goal line and wins the corner kick. Davy Brockett panicking here as the rain lashes in. MacBook exposed, as long as that's all he's exposing. Will be a corner to Clydebank over on the right hand side. McGonigal lines it up. Goes to the back post. McGrath. No, it wasn't McGrath. Bankies end up conceding the free kick. It was indeed the skipper Ross Urquhart who won the first ball.
The corner there put into a dangerous area as well, so using the wind there.
The wind and rain just starting to affect proceedings just a wee bit. Par for the course on Banky's TV, we don't get it easy up here. Fail knock it forward, Niven with a headed pass back, finds Donnelly, rushes to the edge of the penalty area, picks it up. Drops, kicks long. Looks for Mulcahy.
Looks like we nudge there on
with
Mulcahy.
ease. The handball goes against Cameron. Don't think he could do much with that, just skipped off the surface.
There was, but I thought it was actually a wee nudge on Mulcahy before it got to there.
Just before that, I think I had a bit of experience with McGrath and Bradley just doubling up on him. Obviously realised the threat that he's causing and they know what they're doing.
Definitely, yeah. Peter Bradley's glad of the help there for McGrath, I think.
Then we'll have a big hello to Martin Kearney. He's on guard duty down in Catterick. He's on his break. As Bankies concede a corner kick here. All the best, Martin. A free corner kick over here on the left hand side. The Rossvale. 31 minutes played. Goes in for the front post. Nicky Little clears. Picked up by Pryor. Comes inside to the skipper Urquhart. Back. Well on the edge of the box. Good long range effort from Bradley. Never really troubling Jamie Donnelly.
No, decent effort. Jamie's right behind it, watching it come all the way through.
Big confident strike for the centre half. Showing the other side to his game. Donnelly goes long. Mulcahy beats Bradley in the air. It's cleared it to Gallagher on the right. Cross the Slattery. McGonigal just can't get enough on it to trouble the goalkeeper. They'll have it, passes loose, Mulcahy picks it up. Looks for McGonigal, does he get it? That's a great tackle for Torrance. We can only find Gallagher, cuts in with the left foot effort just over the bar.
Great defending there.
Great
One
tackle.
of the challenges he had to get right there.
Unfortunately for him, it lands right at the feet of Gallagher, but he can't get his shot on target.
Again, no, it's a wee bit of slackness from Rossvale in the middle of the park there, giving the ball away. Bankies are right on it.
Big shout out to Stevie Dugan, he's getting really hammered with that wind and rain down there on the left hand side. All to make sure that he's getting the best content available.
I'm sure he's been wetter.
Gordon's Kick's poor, but a throw into Clydebank. 10 yards inside the Vale half, left hand side. McHugh takes, goes back to McLean. Mankey's move across to Niven. Finds a feet of Slattery, turns, goes to Gallagher on the right hand side again. Cuts inside, looks for the back post. Mulcahy! Save!
What a save.
That's a great save by the goalkeeper. Great ball in for the right hand side. Mulcahy, looks like it's 2-0. Goalkeeper down to his left hand side.
Fantastic save, great reflexes there by the goalie. Kieran got a lot onto that there, and I think he thought it was 2-0 as well.
Gallagher takes the corner over on the right. Mulcahy attacks it. We've got a touch. It's over with McLean over here on the left. He wins another corner. It's nice to see that Lee Cunningham's awake. He's just asked, has the wall been stripped away and is there a new cover perhaps gone up? If you joined us at 1:30, it was about the only thing that we managed to get right in the pre-match build-up.
Just to let you know as well, Lee, there's now 5 terrestrial channels in your telly.
McGonagall's taking this corner on the left. Slattery gives him the short option. He's not interested. Looks again. Slattery comes short. Goes in at the front post. Goalkeeper catches at the second attempt. Fair on the attacks. Ross Alexander. McLean just gets a toe on it. Slows him down. Long range effort, strikes the referee. That'll be a drop ball in favour of Rossvale. Interesting position. Kyle Pryor with the effort.
Kyle need to come back a wee bit there.
Vale have it. Urquhart goes back to Bradley. Moves it forward. Lee Ralston has touch for McWilliams. Ends up with a Clydebank throw in. Taken by Cameron. Only finds Peter Bradley. McGrath picks it up. Looks up. Lee Ralston the target. McLean wins again. Johnson heads on the second ball. Urquhart switches sides. On to Bradley. On to corner. Bradley goes back the way. The referee decides that there's a free kick against Lee Gallagher. Bit of a reaction for the Vale player.
Again, I'm not really seeing much in that one there.
There isn't much in it. Question is, who's more scarier when angry? Jack Nicholson in The Shining or Ur Kirky?
It's a tough one actually. I'd need to see Kirky try to bust through my door with an axe.
Fail restart play. Bradley takes it short, gets it back. Brennan wins it. Not sure what he's looking for there. It's cleared for a Rossvale throw. Robbie Torrance will take it. Finds Brennan. Back to Torrance. Great block from McGonigal. They'll keep it in. Comes back to Urquhart. Peter Bradley. Looks for Brennan again. He knocks it on. Ralston finds Alexander. First touch is good. Good block there. Good block. Vale just starting to apply a little pressure.
They're coming into the game a wee bit now, but as I say, the Bankies are holding firm, so we just need to try and keep that going.
Big shout out to Dante Aristotle over in Derry, manager of Hostel Connect. He's joining us over there today. Thanks for your support, Dante.
Good to see he's tuning in.
Corner on the right hand side. Looks like a foul on Donnelly. Yes, picked up by the referee. That was ongoing for the minute the corner was set up. Well picked up by Ryan Kennedy.
Definitely, yeah, I could see something was going to happen there. There's just a wee bit of battling going on, and the goalie's going to get the benefit of the doubt all day with that one, so...
It just allows us to settle things down again after that wee spell of Rossvale pressure.
It gives us that opportunity just to reorganise and get the shape back.
7 minutes to half time here at Home Park. The rain battering down once again. Players will be looking forward to the warmth of the dressing room at half time in a few weeks. Donnelly spots the ball, goes long. Mulcahy the target again, battles with Bradley. Bradley wins it, can only knock it on. Vale come away. No foul on the opinion of the referee. Johnson picks it up, goes back to his goalkeeper. And just getting a little heavier here. Donnelly goes long again. Mulcahy wins the header. It goes through to Gordon in the Rossvale goal. It's very similar to the Glencairn first half.
Yeah, definitely. As I say, we've got the lead just now, so if we can just keep that going, get through to half time, guys will be able to get a wee chat with them, just get everything back into shape, and just look to build on it.
Torrance sticks into penalty area, goes above Brennan. McLean gets a touch. Cameron clears. Bradley comes in with a shot. Tipped over the bar by Donnelly.
Great save again by Jamie. There's watching it all the way, just playing it safe.
There's a bit of debate whether he got a touch in the early effort in the Glencairn game. I don't think there was any debate that he maybe touched that one.
He's a trustworthy guy. I would say if he says he got a touch, I would believe him personally.
I think the support for the goalies union was unwavering. Vale corner goes short. Well, say short, goes back towards the halfway line to Bradley. Returns it to the original taker, McWilliams. Bradley gets to the goal line. It'll be a
looked like a throw in, you mean?
Looked like a throw in for here. I'm not sure what if he's given the corner, has he?
I think he has.
He has indeed, aye. He looks to the assistant here, he's not getting involved, so I'm going to assume he's getting that right. But Niven clears the corner, and it's with Little. He looks for Gallagher. Oh, if he could have just got a bit of purchase on that. McGonigal applies pressure, wins it, feeds Gallagher on the right hand side. He just seemed to hold up just a little there.
Great opportunity for the break here. We were 3-on-1. Just unfortunately, just a wee bit too much on the pass there.
Still a bit of argument going on about the decision. Mark McLean is pulled in. There'll just be a talking to on this occasion. Everybody in the ground seemed to think it was a throw-in, including the guys that were awarded it.
Definitely was a throw, but as I say, Matty just making his point there, and the referee just making his counter point. So.
Vale resume play, throw in the far side. They can only concede another throw in. Cameron takes it. He's not happy that he's too far in the back. It'll be taken again. Cameron sets his sail up, gets into Slattery. De Gallagher looks for Mulcahy. Ball's up in the air. Nobody can get under control. Vale clear. Niven gets the first touch. McHugh beats Pryor. Alexander knocks it forward, almost as far as McLean. He looks for Little. Torrance picks it up. Goes back to McGrath. Great pressing from Kieran Mulcahy. He's picked up on his left hand side. Looks for the goal line. Low across goal, and it's a corner kick. Just inches away from Nicky Little's foot.
Great defending with the Vale again. Bradley just read the cross coming in there, just managed to get his body in front of it.
It just highlights the pressing nature that Clydebank are playing with once again, and forcing these errors and getting forward. McGonigal takes. Looks for the back post. Goalkeeper comes. Cleared by Bradley. Finds Alexander. Again.
Fraser's just got to stand him up there. I think he's not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere. Good chance that he's going to land the throw in rather than concede the free kick. Kevin Stanley. Max can't believe Ginger Harkey actually knew anything about football.
Who says I know anything about football, Max?
That's how bad we were struggling.
Hope you're enjoying the game anyway, Max.
David Kilpatrick's watching from New York. Good to see you join us again, David. Hope the weather's a bit kinder over there than it is here.
To be fair, New York this time of year is normally covered in snow, is it not?
A wee shout out to Regal Banky. Fantastic job once again. Where do you get these cool commentators from? It's the old lucky bag, Graham. It really is.
Or unlucky bag.
Donnelly goes forward, finds Mulcahy, wins it again. Ooh, McGrath just beats Little. Goes long, finds Brennan. McLean beats him once again. Alexander knocks it forward. McWilliams gets it. McHugh picks up, cleans up, finds Niven, Johnson, McLean, back to McHugh. Banky's starting to move forward once again. McHugh's pass isn't great, gets a second bite at the cherry. Johnson hooks it forward, Torrance clears, finds Pryor. Brennan comes across. That'll be a free kick to Clydebank, surely.
Calm defending once again, the big Matt Niven in there.
No, he went with a throw in. Again, a bit surprised by that. Brennan's shown no interest in the ball whatsoever. We shout out to Stuart Ellis and Kaelin watching the Bankies today up in Dice with my wee son Daniel. I say wee, he's about twice the size of me. A big shout out to the boys up in Dice. It's fair to say Kirky's, he looks like a grapefruit and steroids over there.
Slightly animated is the phrase I would use.
We just have to watch the danger that we don't get dragged into these kind of silly arguments. Keep a calm head on the bench, get into the second half. But there we have it, the half-time whistles went. Bankies lead 1-0. Lee Gallagher with the goal. Mulcahy almost made it a second. Great save for the goalkeeper. Mulcahy's head at the left-hand side. And Donnelly with one tip over the bar. But that'll be half-time. Bankies lead 1-0. Another wee message coming in. Laura preferred Colin as a co-commentator. Sorry, mate. That's my mother. Another bit of water ingress in here into the gantry. We are now going to listen to some interviews. Young David was down midweek, spoke to some of the coaching staff, so enjoy some interviews. We'll be back in a few minutes' time.
Kirky, 5 wins and 5 of the season so far. How do you reflect on it?
Excellent, great start. Bar probably the Bonington goal that we conceded, maybe the perfect start. Boys been excellent. We've probably got a slight scare at winning in the friendly, and it probably gave us a bump in the road, which is bigger pictures probably helped us. We sort of intensified the training a wee bit after that, and the boys have kicked on. They've been absolutely excellent, and long may it continue. Do you know what? It's actually been alright. Obviously, great club, fond memories there, but that's what they are now. They're memories. I'm here to do a job, different sort of challenge, different role. Going from obviously player and captain underneath Moff to working closely beside him and him and Gaz. But it's been excellent. I think the main thing that's for me is Moff and Gaz have given me a lot of say in terms of taking the majority of the training with the gaffer, and Moff and particularly Gaz have been brilliant at that. They know the sort of the way I want to work, and it's been good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think if I can become any more obsessed in football, then I have done. But it's been excellent so far, and I've really enjoyed the role.
We were talking about that sort of good start to the season, but how pleasing has it been for the coaching staff for us to find different ways to win each week, basically?
It's been good. I think last season, it was no secret that we were going to change things up in the summer in terms of style of play. But I think for all the style of play that we want to do, I think this season, we've dug a result out of Bonington. We've played some excellent football over the course of the games. Last week, a couple of weeks ago against Glencairn, I didn't think we played a particularly great first half. and then second half I thought we were absolutely excellent. So we can't play the one style all the time, and we've drilled the boys in that over the course of pre-season and training, and I think the pleasing thing for us, our coaching staff, particularly myself, you know, I demand a lot for myself in terms of the sessions, and I put that demand on the players, and the players have coped with that demand excellent, really well.
We've probably seen the fitness aspect of things, particularly at Beath Away when we played the 120 minutes. I presume the sort of performances are no coincidence when we're so fit. Yeah,
well, you know, the Beef game was particularly pleasing when you look at the player data pods with the work we put in. I watched the game back a couple of times and I thought we were excellent at the last 30 minutes extra time. I really thought we looked fit, we looked hungry. Again, the last couple of minutes of the Glencairn game, I thought we looked hungry at 4-0 up, and that's what we've got to be as a squad. We can't switch it on and off. We've got to go full on the gas for full 90 minutes or extra time, whatever it may be, and that's the demands that the gaffer will put on the team and us as a coaching staff. But I think you've seen the players put that demand on them now, and that's great to see.
So Drew, you perhaps don't get as much limelight as the rest of the background team, but in terms of the analysis side and the stats side of things, just how much work goes into preparation?
It's quite in depth. I mean, I'm quite happy to stay in the background with regards to the limelight and let the other three take the lead. We have spreadsheets that I update on a daily basis with regards to injuries, training, goals, performance, etc., and things like that. And they're quite beneficial for the gaffer with regards to how we look at the squad, how we go forward long term with regards to injuries, suspensions, training, work, etc. So that's got a lot to do with it in the background. And then obviously I've got a background of being in the juniors for about 20 years, so that is vital with regards to just having an input. And I'm fortunate enough that the gaffer gives each and every one of us an opportunity to turn around and put in an input with regards to the team going forward on a Saturday.
So there we go, the views are Kirk Forbes and Drew Marshall. Good to hear from the guys. It's always Moff and Gary that seem to do most of the speaking, so it's good to hear what's going on in the background.
Definitely. As I say, we've got 4 guys there that you'd be able to put your trust in. The running of the team, they all work really well. They bounce off each other. So it brings different ideas to training, so it gives the players a bit of a variety. So long may it continue.
It was interesting to hear that the Drew likes being in the background, but he could maybe be one of the main faces if there's a couple of suspensions on the way.
Could well be.
So first half summary, Dave, 1-0 up, early goal, very similar to the Rutherglen game. Bit of pressure, can't get the second goal. Visitors pick up a wee bit and put us under a bit of pressure.
They did, yeah. So as you say, the early goal after a few minutes, it's a mistake for Ross Alexander. Lee Gallagher's been straight on it, a good finish here. As I say, could have been 2, but for a wonder save by the goalkeeper for Mulcahy's header. So, say, I'd imagine Kurt's over there just keeping the boys, just telling them they're doing the right stuff, just keep it going, more of the same in the second half, look to get that second goal.
Good reading of the game for Lee. He sees he knows where Ross is going and he's on it in a flash.
Definitely. You just saw his movement there, just lining up. You could see Ross try to play the header back, and he was on it in a flash.
Well, remember, if you are enjoying the stream and maybe not so much the content, listen to me and Dave, you can donate a ticket. The link will flash up on your screens any second now. If you're in a position to do so, appreciate it's tough times for everyone. Not everybody can. We don't expect every day, but all support is appreciated, whether it's a penny, a pound, if it's a message to the players. You know, everybody's pulling together here, and we're trying to make sure that you feel a part of it as much as we can.
Exactly, it's all appreciated. As I say, all the guys doing a great job behind the scenes, keeping the club going.
Just got a message in there for Stephen McKeveney. You know, he's wrapping presents, listening to us too. He thought he only had to put up with that 10 years ago when we were in the dugouts.
This is mild compared to what you had to listen to 10 years ago with us, especially towards him.
And there's a wee message to go out to the Welsh Bankies and the Democratic People's Republic of Dundee. to our good mate Ian there, who's now barred.
And just before we get the second half underway, just a big shout out to Kenny McAleer. I believe it's Kenny's birthday today, so happy birthday, Kenny. Hope you're enjoying the game.
All the best, mate. Hope this will cheer you up just a wee bit after the rough week you guys have had, but we're all thinking of you.
Definitely.
We are back underway. Balls with Donnelly. Teams have swapped sides. Banky's now shooting towards Glasgow. This is something Stephen McDonald used to do in his younger days. Goes long. Mackay and Bradley battle again. Grath clears. Finds McWilliams. Cameron applies pressure, as does McGonigal. Bradley clears.
Nice wee bit of skill for Liam there, right on the touchline.
Trying to scroll through some of these messages. There's heaps of them coming in. But yeah, it's covered in snow over there in New York. David Kilpatrick would need somebody in to clear the path. Nicky Little fires it across. A face, a goal. Takes a touch. Banky's throw in. The shouts a corner go up after the earlier incident. Gallagher takes it back to McHugh. Finds Slattery. Drills it low. Can't get by McGrath. Rossvale clear. Finds Brennan. Big gust of wind comes right across home park. Good pressure from Slattery on Torrance. Gets it across, looks for Mulcahy, gets the head, just can't find McGonigal. McGrath clears for a corner kick. This wind's getting a bit ridiculous up here at times. If this gantry collapses, it was a pleasure knowing you all. Thanks for backing Banky's TV.
Young Davey, I feel sorry for it's me who's got landing in Tapio, so.
Better say hello to my other half, Lynn. She's watching with Alfie and my mother.
Hi Lynn, hope you're well.
Over in Clydebank, as Davy McDougall has called it.
And Laura, I didn't really like that wee comment about Colin Donnelly, so I'll be having words with you the next time I see you about that.
Gallagher's corner finds Niven, can't get any direction on it. Vale clear. Good strong tackle for Johnson again, and he cleans up, goes back to McLean. Finds McHugh, he's tripped. Referee allows play to continue. It's with Johnson, he switches sides, looks for McGonigal, gets to the goal line, just can't keep it in.
Isn't there really much in the way of the advantage here, I thought, considering where the ball had felt to, so.
Where we were going, if he'd maybe just pulled it back, there'd been an opportunity to get his forwards. Maybe just reading the game well, because we like to keep the ball moving rather than stopping and starting and setting up. Davy Brockett's just getting a shower. There's another hole in the roof appeared. He's doing a fine job. We shout out to Uncle Don and Auntie Jane down there in Mount Blow.
Hope you are well, folks.
Councillor O'Neill has just warned us that if the gantry does collapse, there's no claim. It's certainly stronger than those ladders that he was up the other week. That's all we'll say about that. Vale pick up, Alexander goes to the right hand side. It's Pryor now. Will apply some pressure, forces him back the way. Still great battling out. And good refereeing. Saw the pull on Little after he'd won the ball. Brings it back, no advantage.
Yep, take that. Again, it gives us an opportunity to calm the game down and get it back to playing at our level.
Mark McLean goes long. Mulcahy the target again, gets the flick on. Strikes Bradley in the arm.
Looked like a hand to me.
I don't think it's any different than the one in the first half against Ben Cameron. Doesn't know anything about it, but you're giving one, you're giving them all.
Definitely.
Banky's back with it. Slattery moves it up the left hand side. He wins a throw in. Say hello to another North East. One of my radio friends, Grampian Hospital Radio up there in the North East. Andy in the morning, every Saturday, 9 to 11. Get on DAB radio. Andy's a trust member, gives us a shout out every week.
Good to hear.
Even played Little Old Wine Drinker.
Hope you're enjoying the game, Andy.
Vale hook it forward. It'll go for the goal kick. Gives Bankies a chance to settle down. There's not really been any real proper start to the second half.
It's been quite a cagey start to the second half for both sides, so we're just looking to calm it down, get the foot back on the ball. Conditions aren't helping today either, mind you.
Say hello to John Keenan. I just picked up your 2 messages there, John. There's no flag flying. I'll see if we can find out a reason for that. It's maybe in the wash. Here's our Johnson, hooks it forward. Catches in the wind, finds McGonigal. Right hand side, holds it up. Escapes Connor Bradley, but his pass is loose. They'll pick it up. McHugh, good tackle, very easily. Wins it in. It would be a free kick
Take
to
a free kick
Clydebank.
there, yep.
Ian McVickers message, doesn't seem at home park without planes overhead. You're right there, Ian. I think we've only had 2 since the game started. Vale look for the free kick. Brennan goes down very easily once again. He's had nothing up front in terms of winning balls like that.
No, as I say, I think he's looking for it, just trying to deceive the referee there.
The referee was on it, knew there was nothing there. Banky's moved forward again. Little looks for Gallagher. Passes loose, but it's back with McGonigal. Skips by McGrath, he's fouled. That'll
Looking
be
for
a
a card there, yep.
McGrath will come in, he'll be yellow carded. 52 minutes on the clock. Gary McGrath on the head of the card. Well, remember, we do have the man of the match competition. We'll be hoping to hear from our sponsor. Get into the last 10 minutes. Make sure you get your messages in. Club shop voucher up for grabs. And today's match sponsored by FC Roofing and Cladding over in Renfrew. Check them out. Big shout out to the Love It. They're showing the game today. Nicky Little with a free kick. That's high. Yep, Gary and the team at the Love It serving their Christmas lunches, but they are showing the game on their screens. As always, thanks for their support. We'll have the first change of the day coming from Rossvale. Ross Alexander being replaced. Need a opening 10 minutes from hell, picks up a yellow card, gives away the goal. He's now being replaced.
Seemed to settle down after that though.
He's finding it hard in against that Clydebank midfield today. Just trying to get the replacement Rossvale player who's come on. 16, it's Ewan Roger, signed just last Friday on loan from Queen's Park.
Yeah, I think they've got a couple of boys for Queen's Park on loan.
So I think they've picked up 2 at the end of the season when I was looking up my notes. I think the other one was Rhys Maguire, but he's not in the squad today. Very similar to ourselves with Hamilton. You pick up anything that's going, it's going to improve your squad. Vale with the throw in the right hand side. Torrance will take it. It's in line with the edge of the penalty area. Looks for an option. Finds Roger. Back to Torrance. Pushes up the right hand side. Pryor's on it. Tries to escape Gallagher. It'll be a Clydebank throw in. Good battling. Lee Gallagher's on the defensive side. He's getting there. We'll talk about his attacking prowess.
Yep. Done well, just again stood his ground, patient, didn't dive in, then got the break of the ball to get the throw in back.
McLean goes long, looks for Mulcahy, finds Nicky Little, knocks it up to Cameron over on the right hand side. McGonigal just pulled out of the run. think Liam just slipped there rather than
think so,
to give away the foul. They probably suited Vale to actually let them play the advantage there and move forward. Instead we've got ourselves back set up. Bradley launches it to the far side, looks for Torrens, can't get there, bounces out.
Again, just skipping off the surface there. So just while we've got the wee break in play, just we're down to the last 5 and the last man standing here, Paul, so it's getting to the fun part. So good luck to all the 5 remaining members who are in the last man standing. £980 is going to be the prize.
980 quid, eh? Somebody could win that this weekend,
Could,
is that right?
It could be won this weekend. Out of the 5, we've got 4 different teams have been chosen.
Fantastic. That'd be a great Christmas present. Nicky Little putting Bradley under pressure. Bradley skips by, Mulcahy just catches him. He'll get a word. Over a year, Dave, so we've talked about your fundraising efforts. What's the total sort of income over a year, do you reckon, for the various competitions?
Well, this is the second last man standing we've had since the start of this season, so between the two we're probably looking just shy of £1,800. But
fantastic.
Over the whole course of the last man standing, we've brought in a considerable amount with it, so it's testament to guys like yourself who get all the boys for Aberdeen to take part in it. And as I say, all brings it in. Obviously Ashley being the last winner up your way, so
I've been doing very well up north. You know, we've had a couple of winners with Gary Alexander won a football card as well, so it's good to see money going to all corners of the country.
But it's testament to these guys supporting the club in these times.
So the next one will be starting in the next couple of weeks. Keep your eyes open. Harkey will be on Twitter promoting. Donnelly plucks out the air. More cash prizes up for grabs. 980 quid for a tenner. It's not a bad return.
It's not a bad return in the slightest. And if everybody else goes out, that 980 quid becomes a rollover. So
I'm just getting a message for one of your finalists. As Nicky Little tries to get by Bradley for the long ball. So one of your finalists has already picked out a 950 handbag. If she happens to win, I'll not mention any names, Julie, but
Julie is the last woman standing as things stand. So
if you backed Liverpool, you're into the next round.
I just hope Liam Duncan's not watching.
Crystal Palace now, Liverpool 7. So if you had Liverpool, you're into the next round, the last man standing. How many had? There's 2 in. No winner this week. Brilliant, love a bit of drama. Get your tenors out for after Christmas. Grath knocks it towards a penalty area. McLean wins. McHugh wins, sorry.
Julie was one of the ones with Liverpool.
Yeah. The bag dream lives on.
That means there's 30 quid left to buy me and you a beer.
Seems fair. We'll get that in about 3 years when the pubs are allowed open. Say hello to one of our former players, Liam Campbell. He's watching. Superb quality. Good to hear from you, Liam. Hope you're doing well, pal.
So the other one with Liverpool was Gareth Meakin, who's a friend of Nicky Little. So
Gareth into the next
Gareth's into the week 8 as well.
As always, stay tuned to Twitter. Last man standing will be returning soon. Once somebody's bagged themselves 980 quid. Vale just having a wee spell where the game seems to be played in the Bankies half, but McLean clears with his head. Ball's loose, Bradley beaten to it. Nicky Little looks like he's maybe fouled, but Mulcahy will run on. Can't beat McGrath.
I thought he's went through the back of Nicky to win the ball there. I'd be looking for a free kick myself there.
Did look like it, there wasn't too much complaint for Nicky, so maybe it just looked an awkward landing.
You know Nicky's no one for complaining though.
No. Maybe a Bankies throw in. Just short of the hour mark, 59.5 minutes gone. Bankies still leading 1-0, League Aliker's first half goal. Another shout out to our match sponsors, FC Roofing and Cladding over in Renfrew. Please check out their website, check out all our sponsors. We do have a page on the football club website. You can link up to any one of our sponsors, see if there's anything they can do for you. Our thanks to all our sponsors as always, making these things possible. And of course to our match ball sponsors, Dave and Elaine Reeve down in Bolton. Very tongue-tied today.
I'll give Dave his proper name, Chadwick, so...
Chadders. With another shout to bring back COD, I think we'll be banning Lee Cunningham at this rate, the abuse that's coming in.
I'd have thought that was for COD.
Kev Stanley's turned off the surround sound in his new hut.
I'm still waiting for an invite to that.
Good battling from O'Cahy. Ball breaks to Gallagher. Claim offside, but Torrance at the back post looked like he was playing him on. Cameron's ball's loose. Evades Johnson.
One of the defenders here shouting
battling for Slattery. There's McGonigal. Finds Gallagher. Comes inside left foot. Oh, it's just wide of the far post. Just wide of the far post. I don't think that was a corner.
He's gave it.
I don't think it looked like much of a corner.
You just love some of the shouts for the players at times. Someday one of the Rossvale defenders shouting his miles off. It's probably him that's playing them on as well.
The guy at the back post was definitely playing him on. It looked like Torrance. Good to see the assistant stepping in and making sure the referee comes to the right conclusion. Certainly baffled me with that one. Corner comes in. Clear. Maybe by another corner. Johnson's effort deflected off Roger. Did I nick that vodka before the game started? It certainly feels like it. We try to get some of these words out this afternoon. There's my loyal West Lothian Bankies, Davey and Katie. They're just been in touch. Always a pleasure to hear from them.
Definitely hope yous are well, folks.
Corner comes in from Gallagher. Keeper gets a touch. Comes off. Not sure who that is that's down. Physio's summoned on. Possibly McGonigal that's down. Yeah, Davey and Katie. Davey's got more email addresses than anybody I know, and I sent him the Trust newsletter this week and he complained that he never got it each time. Take the hint, Davey.
It's well worth reading, so hopefully you got it in the end up, Davey.
If you aren't receiving our Trust updates, please do drop us an email, trust@clydebankfc.com. We'll look to rectify that. We have had some issues with that. If you'd like to see any additional content, let us know. We'll see what we can add for you.
I think it's great the regular updates that we're getting for the Trust emails. It keeps everybody informed of what's happening.
This is something that we've tried to add this year, especially with...
That's if you get them, but...
With fans not being allowed in. A lot of these things you can talk about word of mouth, you can see them in the terrace and you can tell them what's happening, and we don't have that option just now, so it's something that we've been really conscious of and tried to improve in the background to make sure that punters are up to date. We're going to have a couple of substitutions here. Possibly. Now they've changed their mind, it's just a tactic talk.
One's after calling for the stretcher there.
And they're looking for the stretcher now. Looked quite innocuous at the time. I didn't see much in it.
Didn't see much in it, but as I say, those ones can be the worst. You think back to the incident with Ben Carson, the Meda game last year. Again, didn't look too much on it, and then, as I say, Ben ended up with a horror leg break. So it can be the most innocuous ones.
The opportunity to do another couple of shout outs. I've got Selena over in Dallas. This is Urquhart.
Hope you're well there, Selena.
Say hello to Alan as well. Hope you're well. Stretcher comes on. This will be a substitution coming in just a few seconds as well. We approach the 65-minute mark. I think it maybe Connor Linus that's preparing to come on.
Well, at least if he's starting to sit up, which is a good sign.
But he's sitting up, but still moving him onto the stretcher. It is indeed Linus that will be replacing him. Hopefully, just precautionary. Does look in a bit of discomfort as he goes off.
Here's hoping it's nothing too serious.
And there's confirmation of the sub. Linus comes on. Nice message from Neil McAllister. Thanks for that, mate. We won't be reading that one out, but it's appreciated. It's good to know you're watching. Paul Stewart, he's scored a couple into that goal around 20 years ago when it was grass for Netherton Arms. Good to hear from you, Paul. Hope you're enjoying.
Was there ever grass in any of the goalmouths?
We're back underway. The goal kick. Ball spends a bit of time in the air. Johnson slows it down. Goes back to the goalkeeper. Linus comes onto this right hand side. Donnelly goes long. Looks for Mulcahy. Flicks it on over Bradley. McGrath wins the second. Good battling from McHugh. Lee Wilson tries to skit away. Slattery cleans up. McHugh finds Little. Moves it about. Gallagher finds Mulcahy. He heads for that left hand side. Knocks it up the line. Gallagher had come inside. Rossvale clear. Launched forward, but again, McLean gets in front of Brennan. Nothing goes back to Donnelly. Clears it with his left foot, goes
Safety
for a throw in.
first.
Safety first, if in doubt. Another message there from Gordon. Great line on the couch watching the Bankies. Great job, guys. Thanks for that, Gordon. Hope you're enjoying. A free kick to Vale over on the right hand side. Needless foul to give away. 67.5 minutes gone. There's our good friend Kelpie getting in touch. Plamf. I'm assuming that's aimed at Davy Brockett. Bit harsh. Davy's doing his best here.
No need for that, Kelpie. Boy's doing a great job.
Keep the messages coming in. Thanks for the stream and commentary, guys. Massive appreciation. Cheers for that, Lee. He's rectifying his earlier comment.
Because he knows better.
You're unbanned. Vale with a free kick, the right hand side. Don't think they know who's taking it. Comes in, and it's one each.
Free header.
Free header. Peter Bradley. No, it's not Peter Bradley. Not quite sure who it was who got their head in the end of that. There we go, it's 1-1. Just under 69 minutes played. Needless free kick, given away the right hand side. Ball delivered, free header, goal, 1-1. Also hearing that it's 1-1 between Irvine Meadow and Cowinan. Back underway. Bankies need to get their foot back the ball. It's not really a surprise that the goal coming. Vale just seem to get the upper hand for the last 5-10 minutes or so.
Last 5-10 minutes they did. They were pushing and pushing, and so they got the free kick in a dangerous position. Obviously that's been a set piece they've worked on at the training. Ball's been put into a dangerous area, and it's just a glancing header. As I say, boy had a free run at it.
Ball spending a bit of time in the air again. Mulcahy wins with header McGrath. Gallagher I tell you, he's given a handball there, but there is absolutely no way he could have seen it from that angle.
Not a chance he could have seen that. He's went with a shout there, I think.
I think he's got it right, but there's no way he could have seen it.
No way he could have seen it. It's to blindside him.
Message for Baseball Scott. You guys are getting me through a boring shift. Appreciate the coverage. Cheers, Fat. Been disappointed with your lack of input this afternoon, but we'll let you off. It's Christmas. So into the final 20 minutes. Can somebody find a game-changing moment? I think we've missed a Rossvale sub somewhere. Number 17, Damon Welsh is on. I think it might have been him that got the goal. Not sure who he's replaced. Apologies for that. Or a wee bit distracted with the injury. Rossvale with another free kick. 20 yards from the edge of the penalty area. Pretty central. McWilliams over the ball.
Rossvale with a bit of width over as well, so we just need to watch the ball's not played out.
The skipper, Ross Urquhart, moving over here to the left, but he's been spotted. Goes forward. Banky's clear. Mulcahy looks to bring it down. Gets the touch. Pressure from Bradley's good. The game's just becoming very, very scrappy. A lot of tedious fouling going on.
Very stop-start.
Ralston has it, wide in the left. Finds McWilliams. Back to Ralston, tries to play the 1-2 again. It's cleared, only as far as Urquhart. Finds McWilliam. It's with Connor Bradley. Tries to get to the byline. Comes in, it's another header. Once again, free header coming in. It's a bit of a warning to Bankies. We need to start picking these things
Definitely.
up.
Just need to be a wee bit more aware of what's about, is there?
Another substitution happening now. We will get this one. Chris Black's coming on. He's going to replace Joe Slattery.
Pretty much a straight swap then.
Straight swap, like for like. Gives Blackie 17 minutes to try and impact in the game. A couple of scary moments there for Bankies in the penalty area. We've looked so sound defensively to be conceding free headers. That's a bit of a worry.
Certainly with Rossvale, they know they're getting balls into the box. They're taking a chance, and as I say, it came off for the goal and then almost again. So
Niven wins. Ball's lumped forward. Once again, Brennan goes down very easily. Cameron restarts play. Goes to Niven. He looks up. Goes over the head of Mulcahy. He's found. Almost finds Linus. McGrath reads it well.
Well read by Gary McGrath there.
Just shows his experience.
Definitely.
Ball's returned to Bankies. Mulcahy. Linus play the 1-2. Mulcahy drives into the penalty area. It's behind little for Gallagher, but it's a great tackle for Robbie Torrance. Just gets it away. Finds Ralston. Knocks over the halfway line. Right hand side. Damon Welsh. Looked like the ball was already out there. The flag was up for the throw in.
He's just got to stand him up there though. Again, he's not going anywhere.
I don't think there's any doubters in the back of him. I think it's just where and when it happened. They try to take it about 15 yards for the touchline. Referee repositions it on the right hand side. Looks like Kyle Pryor will take it. Changes his mind, leaves it for McGrath. Pummels into the penalty area. Donnelly catches with ease. Looks up for the quick release. Goes long. Nicky Little could be on to the end of it. Over Gordon. And it's just over the bar.
Just too much on it there.
Shows you how quickly a game can almost change. It's just one kick for Donnelly and Nicky Little on the end. We've already seen that a couple of times this season.
Nicky just takes a gamble there for Donnelly's kick it there, thinking that Bradley's going to miss it. And he does, so just onto it, as I say, just a wee bit too much onto it and just goes over the bar.
We're heading towards the last 15 now. Goal kick for Rossvale. Craig Gordon takes it, goes long towards the right hand side. Torrance wins the header. Finds Brennan, but flag goes up. Brennan in an offside position from the knock on. Man of the match nominations are starting to come in. But if you pick the same as Stephen at FC, Roofing and Claddon, you could be winning a club shop voucher just in time for Christmas. Nicky Little moves it forward, plays the 1-2 with Linus, and again, can't beat Bradley. Gets it clear, only as far as Johnson. Banky start again. McHugh finds Little. Goes back to McHugh. Good battling from Torrance, wins the throw in for Rossvale.
Rossvale, they've battled well today, as I say, they're well worth being level as we stand, you know, so it's, but Clydebank probably need to look just maybe to see where they can try and unlock it. They've been well marshalled at the back by Gary McGrath, so...
Coming here in the back, I finally getting that win last week, he's given them a wee bit of confidence. Despite losing the early goal, they've battled well. Well worth their point at the moment. Hopefully they can turn that around. Chris Black's on the ball, goes long. Can't quite find Connor Linus. Connor Bradley's clearance is poor. Bankies will have a throw in just inside the Vale half. Cameron looks. Black comes short. Looks for Mulcahy. No real effort for the win that one. Well cleared. Gallagher beaten by Torrance in the air. It'll be a Bankies throw in. Just in front of Bankies dugout. It's with Nicky Little. Can't control. Vale pick up the free kick. I think Torrance slipped there rather than any.
I was
real
following
impact.
the ball there, so I didn't actually see what had happened there, so...
Mulcahy seemed just to cut across him, but there didn't seem to be anything in it. Just gives Vale the chance to settle it down again and look for the change coming. With number 5, Johnny Kavanagh coming on. He'll replace Paul Brennan, who's been allowed to travel the full width of the park before being replaced.
He's not moving that quick either, so...
You would just like to see him being put off at the
Actually
nearest
action
point.
it,
you know,
move
it's-
off at the nearest point, as is it states in the laws, so...
So he's replaced by Johnny Kavanagh. 78.5 minutes gone. Kavanagh used to play for a team in Lanarkshire. Gordon restarts with a free kick up that right hand side again. It'll be a corner to Rossvale. Vale just growing in confidence as we head in towards this last 10 minutes now. I think they can sense that there's another goal in this.
Definitely, they're pushing forward, as I say, they've got the threat in the air as well, so they've got a couple of big lads in there if the right ball comes in. So Clydebank need to be on their toes and defend it properly.
Connor Bradley will take it once he's retrieved the ball from the trees. Johnson wins it at the front post. He'll find Gallagher 10 yards inside his own half. Gets under control, looks to turn, finds Niven. Gallagher's fouled. Referee allows play to continue. It's with Little. Looks for Chris Black.
Just a wee bit
just
too much here,
heavy.
just too heavy.
And again, Craig Gordon just showing how Vale are treating us with slowing it right down. Eventually releases it, goes long. Welsh and McLean battle. So McWilliams cuts inside, gets it over the right hand side, passes too much for Ralston. It'll be a Clydebank throw in. As the rain batters into this gantry. Young Davy Brockett's took a soaking today. He's launched it forward again. It'll be another throw in, 10 yards inside their own half. They go long. McGrath cuts it out. Throw in, 10 yards inside. Little rushes it. Trying to force the game just a wee bit. It's very on Clydebank like this season.
That's what we need to watch. We don't do is try and force it. As I say, just remain patient. He just keeps walking with that. It's about 10 yards back.
Niven clears. Welsh wins it again. Great clearance from Ben Cameron. Petty shouts for a penalty kick there. McHugh was just eyes on the ball. Bank is clear. Just won't stick up front at the moment.
That is well read by young Ben there. Saw the danger.
Keep your man of the match awards coming in. I think he's pushed forward again. They'll have a throw in 18 yards from the goal line. There'll be another change. Ross McPherson preparing to come on. 82 minutes now on the clock. He'll replace Kieran Mulcahy.
Kieran's had another good game today, so let's see if a wee change here and bringing Archie on will be able to unlock that defence.
It's again Vale clear long. Welsh goes across. McLean wins it. Johnson goes back to Donnelly. Blanky's regroup. He looks for McPherson. He does win it. Some header. Gallagher knocks on to McHugh.
Like you said there, Paul, with the situations in the first half, the ball was sticking and they're just not happening this half. As I say, the Vale are getting their foot in, getting the ball clear. Yet again, the Rossvale player just walks up the line about 15 yards from where the throw-in actually was before Mr Kennedy decides to stop him.
Again, it just gives them the chance to slow the game down. They know that they're going to get to take it, or they're going to be pushed back and waste another 10-15 seconds. Calm defending for Niven, goes back to Donnelly. He'll kick from the ground, goes long. McPherson and Little. Again, you know that Donnelly's kicks are going to go through there. You just like to see that extra gamble.
Just take that gamble, yep. Coupled with that, it's going to come off the surface, so it's going to skid.
Oh, McHugh almost guilty of a Ross Alexander there.
Good recovery there by Young Ocean, well done.
Rossvale with the throw in on the far side. McHugh again, stronger, gets in there, wins it.
I think Rossvale enjoy coming to home park to play their football. Obviously, the last time the two teams played here, it finished 3-1 to the away side, so
they come up with that wee buzz though. They were on a right good couple of seasons where all they really knew was winning now. McPherson fouled. Referee tries to allow the game to go on, but
He's never going to let that
he's
go
never
when it's
letting
moving.
them move that quick.
Doesn't mind if throw-ins getting taken for their own place, but no a free kick.
Just got to shout in his head. Connor Linus with the cross. It's too close to Gordon. Catches. And again, takes his time. Gets up for the turf. Goes long. Aims for Ralston. McHugh wins. He finds Gallagher to Johnson. Urquhart steals it off him. Back with Ralston. Urquhart over the far side. Can't control. Clydebank's throw in. The
Kicks
ball's
it away
kicked
as well,
away.
so let's see the referee taking a bit of action there.
It's at that stage of the game where you know that you could card somebody and just try and speed up the last 5 minutes. Every team's guilty of it when the results what you're looking for, but it can be quite frustrating.
Especially when it's as blatant as that and just kicking it away.
Vale knock it forward. Free kick goes against Welsh. McLean winning the original in the air. Make sure that those man of the match awards keep coming in. Somebody could be winning a £20 voucher. Donnelly goes long, looks for Little. It's a little nudge in the back, but Nicky has to be stronger there. Vale clear again. Only to Niven. It's with Cameron. Cameron skips inside, finds Gallagher on the far side. McHugh on the overlap. Gallagher comes inside. Pass isn't great. It'll land with McHugh. He finds Chris Black into Gallagher again. Gallagher's into the penalty area, gets to the goal line. He's overrun it. It'll be a goal kick. Rossvale.
It was a great run by Ocean there. The decoy there. The two defenders actually ended up going with him. It opened up the space for Lee, then just the pass didn't come off.
Well, 87 minutes gone. I think he's still looking for this winning goal. Opportunity to go back top of the table with other fixtures off. Chris Black just can't get it under control, but gets the second tackle. That'll be a Clydebank throw-in on the halfway line.
Good pressure by Chris Black, yep.
Cameron will take, looks for options. Nicky Little comes in. And he wins it, finds McPherson, looks for the touch. McGrath brings it down, just can't go on the end of it. Again, scrappy. Archie gives away the foul. Well, we're just waiting to hear from our match sponsor. See who our man of the match is today, and we can announce our lucky winner. Ralston bursts into the box for Vale. He's at the byline. Donnelly gets a touch, and I think that touch has taken
Just
it away
taken
for
it
the
away.
foot away for Welsh. It was busting in. Cameron moves away up the right hand side. The pass isn't really aimed at anybody. Vale clear again. Welsh picks it up, goes inside to Roger. Now over on the right hand side with Ralston. Roger on the overlap. Ralston delivers. Welsh comes. Can't really get the jump. That's a big moment there, Dave.
Very much so. Vital touch here by Jamie Donnelly there. So done enough to take it away for the on-rushing attacker.
Ball's back in play. McHugh over there. The far side, the pass is loose. Again, Vale come forward. Thankfully, the pass isn't great. It's back with Donnelly. He looks up. The kick's poor. It'll be a Rossvale throw in. 10 yards inside their own half. Into the final 30 seconds of normal time. And FC Roofing and Claddon have now picked their man of the match. We'll be drawing our winner in just a few seconds. Last chance to enter the competition. You can only enter on Bankies TV Twitter feed. Ball goes forward. McGrath clears. McPherson just behind him. Ralston keeps it in. Great running. McHugh recovers well. Gets back in front, but Ralston wins it back. Finds Urquhart, but he can't keep the ball in play. It'll be a throw into Clydebank. They're now going to stop his time. How much he adds on, we don't know. I can tell you that today's FC Roofing and Claddon of Renfrew man of the match goes to Banky centre half, Matt McLean.
Good shout there. I thought Big Matt's been quite composed and done a good job, marshalled the defence well. So, especially second half, they've been under a fair bit of pressure.
Fair bit of pressure, battled well. And we have more touchline antics. This time it's Rossvale coaching staff. Somebody's having a reward. I'm hearing that there's approximately 5 minutes to be added on due to the injury.
That's quite confusing there, considering that he showed cards to both their management team. Then the big fella showed a bit of aggression there, and then he's not even carded them.
So that stage of the game, you just want to get on with it. You just want to go on with it. Got the road, get home. I can tell you that our prize winner today goes to Ian McVicker. Well done, Ian. He's correctly guessed the same as our sponsors. So Ian McVicker will be in touch. We won a £20 Clough Shop voucher. Well done. Thanks to everybody for taking part. I'm sure that if Bankies can force a winner, you'll be trading it in. Vale break away, they go long. Too much for Welsh, doesn't have the pace, it goes through to Donnelly. Finds McHugh, Black. Back to McHugh. Decent tackle the first time, the second one looked like it could have been a wee
bit
foul.
ropey there.
Welsh goes across, gets the better of McLean for a change. Knocks it down the line for Roger, he's in the offside position. The flag goes up eventually. And that'll surely be some form of card here. He's just picked the ball up and thrown it away. Referee's not interested. That's pretty poor management in my opinion.
Extremely.
I think that's an easy one.
Especially at this stage in the game. Easy yellow card. Shows the players that he's not going
Little
to stand
flicks
for
it
that.
on, finds McPherson, Gallagher. The right hand side. Rolls it back to Cameron, he'll deliver. It comes over to the back post. Linus, oh, it's just couldn't get enough on it. Will be a goal kick. And we've got a man down in the goal area. This will be another 30 seconds added on.
Yeah.
Now 3 minutes over, and I must say, I don't see a winner coming.
You never know, stranger things have happened.
Here's hoping, here's hoping. Once again, big well done to Ian McVicker. He was a man of the match competition winner. Niven launches it forward. Too much for little. McGrath wins the first ball. Black chases in. Vale horse it clear. It'll be a goal kick.
Gary McGrath trying to use his experience again there. Big scream.
Donnelly sets it up. Beyond the 4 minute mark now. It's above the header. McPherson, McGrath concedes the throw. McHugh has the ball returned quickly. Looks for options. Little comes across. McPherson down the touchline. The knock on. Just escapes Black. It'll come over now. Lee Gallagher gets on the end of Johnson's pass, looks up, Cameron comes over, Gallagher delivers, Urquhart clears, Johnson cuts out, it's back with Cameron, He goes back to McLean. Bankies need to get us forward if there's a winner. Torrance beats McPherson in the air. Johnson launches forward. Little comes across. McGrath seems to be in the back a little, but there's no award. And again, Vale clear. Donnelly charges down. Gets the ball back out to Niven.
Matty McLean shielded that well again
To
there.
the 5-minute mark. Surely into time added on for time added on. Niven launches it to the back post. Little gets the win. Gordon will come over and he's down like a sack of spuds. And I
Just
think that'll be
another
that.
few seconds here, Paul. Yeah, I agree. I think that'll probably be just about it.
I think overall, I don't think you can say that Vale don't deserve their point, but a really disappointing afternoon for Clydebank.
Definitely. After the early goal as well, I thought we could then push on, maybe get a couple, but fair play to Rossvale. They came back into it, they battled well, and they got the goal that I would say their play probably deserved at the time.
I think the reaction of the Vale committee there with the loud cheers tells you how much this point means to them.
Definitely. So they'll be looking to build. Obviously, it's a dog-eat-dog season. The amount of relegation places that are going to be at place. So every point for every team is going to be a prisoner.
Like, bear with us just a few minutes. We'll try and get the full times. And then we'll wrap things up quickly today because it is a bit cold, it's a bit wet. We'll see if we can get some results.
The usual home part, 4 seasons in one day.
Every time that we've streamed it, we've had the weather for all angles. Let's see if we can get some results coming in.
Now we'll just get Kirky exchanging pleasantries with his old committee there.
Seems to be goals galore around the leagues. I don't have any Premier Division scores yet, but Neilston 4, Carluke 2, St Roch's 3, Kello 4. Goals galore, Merry Christmas.
Bit of game there.
Forsyth 6, EK Thistle 1.
Neilston are on a great run just now as well, so they're going well in the conference.
See if there's anything else on the go out there. Latest from Irvine Meadow 1, Co-winning 2. I don't believe that's finished yet, but let's see if there's anything else coming in.
So that is games like that, as you say, tight games. So teams are going to be taking points each other as the season progresses. So
Largs Thistle 2, Beath Juniors 2 is a full time. And I'm afraid that's all we've got time for today. We are getting a battering up here in the gantry. There's water pouring in through the top. So thanks for joining us once again, Dave. Thanks for coming along.
thanks for having me here, Paul. Thanks very much.
Great thanks to Davey Brockett for his work on the camera and the computer. Thanks very much, Dave.
Well done, young Dave.
We're back here in 10 days' time, Cumbernauld United. If you want to sponsor the game, get in touch with Bill. Details are on the website. Keep an eye on Clydebank FC Twitter feed for highlights later on this evening once David's thawed out. And we'll be in touch soon. Stay safe. Proud to be a Bankie.